Hello and welcome to Nancy Be Inspired Show. I am your host, Nancy DeLeonardi, and I am so excited that you are here with me today. So welcome. My show is all about helping you live your best life through inspiration in health, wellness, fitness, Zumba, recipes, meditation, anything that I have used in my life that has helped me and has transformed my life, I am putting out here for you free so that something might resonate with you and you can use it. And if it does help you, please share it with someone else in your world that might find it useful as well. So today's podcast, I'm excited because it's on the tail of one that I just released, which was Why Zumba Fitness. And in that podcast, I talk about, why Zumba Fitness and why I feel everyone should take a Zumba Fitness class. And I demystified a lot of the talk out there about Zumba. But this podcast is actually about Zumba Fitness Instructors and what you need to know when you walk into a class. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's go. Welcome to my podcast. What you need to know about your Zumba instructor, right? Finding the best Zumba instructor for you, right? So I'm going to spill the beans here on what you need to know about a Zumba fitness instructor and what to look for. So are you ready? This is, information that I'm going to share with you after teaching Zumba fitness for 11 years, being a participant in the class for over 9 years, having gone to Zumba Fitness Convention with thousands of instructors 4 times. There were 6,000 and 7,000 instructors at those conventions the times that I went. And I want to talk to you about my experience with Zumba Fitness instructors, what I learned from Beto Perez being a Zumba instructor, the leader of the pack, if you will, and what resonated with my students and what will help you find your perfect Zumba fitness instructor. So here we go. I want to start with sharing that a Zumba fitness instructor is the host of a party. And if you listen to my other podcast, I talked about how, the history of Zumba fitness and that the foundation and core of Zumba fitness, which makes it different than any other format in the fitness industry, is that Beto Perez made fitness fun by turning it into a party. So a Zumba fitness instructor is the host of a party. When you walk into a Zumba class, you should not be looking for who's the Zumba instructor. The Zumba instructor should be prevalent, loud, and clear. You should know who that Zumba instructor is. They should be wearing Zumba fitness clothes, and they should look the part of a Zumba fitness instructor. I'm not saying they need to spend a whole lot of money, but Zumba fitness, we have shoes, we have the bracelets, we have shirts that they would wear so that they are the instructor. They are standing out amongst the rest. They are the host of the party, and they are dressed for the occasion. So that's number one, right? Also, they should be welcoming you in, right? If you were having a party at your house, you would welcome every guest in to your party, right? Hey, thanks for coming. Who did you bring? Oh, nice to meet you. Welcome in. What's your name? Oh, cool. Come on in, right? You're happy that they're there. So your Zumba fitness instructor should be happy. They should be dressed for the occasion, and they should be eagerly welcoming you in, okay? So another thing I want to talk about too, when you think about a party, the music is loud. Remember this, the music is loud. When you go to a party, if you're at a pool party, the music's loud. If you're at any party and you're dancing, the music is loud. It's going to be loud in a Zumba fitness class. Therefore, come prepared. If your ears are sensitive to music, please bring earbuds. Please do not ask the fitness instructor to turn down the music. Our format is not about low music. It is about loud music. Please understand that they're not going to cater the class to maybe 2 people who have sensitive ears and let the rest of the class, not enjoy the class because they can't hear it loud like they enjoy and they're accustomed to. I will say for myself as a Zumba fitness instructor, I have to have the music loud because I am not a counter. I am listening to the beat of the music, the notes in the song, and that is how I teach. I am hearing the notes and I know the notes, and I'm teaching accordingly. If I turn the music down, I can't hear it. I can't hear it the way that I need to hear it, the way that it helps me teach the class to the level that I need to teach it. So the Zumba fitness instructor is not being rude to you by not turning down the music. They are actually sticking with the program and providing the students what they want. So again, please bring earbuds to class. The Zumba fitness instructors do not have earbuds to hand out. Most gyms do not have earbuds to hand out. So if you have sensitive ears, please bring earbuds to class. You will not offend a Zumba instructor if he or she sees you put them in your ears. That's not an offense. They just understand, that's what you need to do, and it's cool. So again, you want to bring a towel to class, you want to bring water, and then your earbuds should you need that. And again, a Zumba fitness instructor is also going to move around the class, right? They want to make sure that everyone can see them. They can see the moves. They're trying to connect with everybody in the class, right? So they should look at you in your eyes while you're in that class, because we're looking at you. I want to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure that you're smiling, that you're breathing, and that you don't have a distressed look on your face, that you're in any kind of pain. I want to make sure you're okay. The only way that I can communicate with you is by looking at you. If I see that you're struggling in some capacity, I am going to come up to you and make sure you're okay. Okay, because that's what I'm there to do. I'm there to make sure that you're okay, that you're safe, and that you can do the class. Another good fitness instructor is going to give you options to every move in the song. So they will show you the song the way that it's rolled out by Zumba. I talked about this in my other podcast, Why Zumba Fitness. Zumba rolls out choreography. It is the standard, but then you can take it up a level or you can take it down a level for low impact. So again, a good fitness instructor is going to show you the differences so that you can choose for yourself and do what works for you, so that you're not, stressed out where you feel like you can't hang in with the class for the hour, which I talk about in my other podcast, right? So you have options. And if those are even challenging for you, a good Zumba fitness instructor will tell you to march in place, right? Do whatever you can do that feels comfortable for you, that you can keep moving and keep your heart rate going at a level that's comfortable for you. So that's what they're there to do. They want you to feel included. So if I'm going to say to you, you can march in place, I'm going to stand there and march in place with you. If I'm going to show you a low impact move, I'm going to do that low impact move with you, because the rest of the class is going to do their thing. If they want to go high, they're going to go high. But if you need that special attention where you really are not getting it and you need some help, that Zoom instructor is not going to say a word. They're going to do it with you without bringing any attention to you. And then they're going to move on to the next person. They're going to move on to the next, choreography in the song. But they're moving around. So you're not singled out that the Zumba instructor only moves towards me and not anybody else. So I look like I need help. A good Zumba fitness instructor is going to move seamlessly. You won't even know what's going on, right? So again, be mindful of that your good Zumba instructor is going to give you options. That person's going to move around the room with you. They're going to show you and again, that's also so that you can see their feet, because sometimes the class is crowded. You can't see their feet. They want to make sure that you can see their feet. If they're on the step, teaching the step class, then again, I used to move around. I used to come off the step and show them what to do on the floor without the step. I am a mover. I would move around because I wanted everyone to be safe. I wanted them to be confident, and I wanted them to know what to do. And again, even in Zumba step class, some people couldn't do the move on the step. So I'm like, you don't have to do it on the step. Do it on the floor. Let me do it with you. This is how you do it, right? Because you want people to feel comfortable. You want them to enjoy the party, and you want them to come back for more, right? Don't you go to a party and you're like, oh my God, that was so much fun. I want to come back. Like, that was so much fun. I wish it lasted for days, right? That's what you want in Zumba fitness. So again, keep that in mind when they're moving around. They're moving around for a reason, right? Don't be annoyed by that. They're just trying to help other people in the class, because when you're in class, all you can see is the instructor. The instructor is facing the class, and they can see everyone, and they can see who might need help, and they move accordingly. Another thing is that the Zumba fitness instructor should always just have the playlist running. So once they play it in the beginning, it runs until the end of the class. They should not be starting the playlist. You want it to run, and then you make the announcement in the beginning that if you need to take a break and you need water, please do so at your own discretion. If you need it, you take the break. A Zumba instructor will give you water breaks, but the playlist keeps running. I know my playlist to the T, and I will say, okay, now get your water. Everybody get your water now, because I know we have 30 seconds. Let's get your water, and then we go back, and then when they come back, they come back. The class is going, and they just join in when they can join in, okay? So a good playlist. If there's any issue with the Zumba instructor's playlist, please give the Zumba instructor patience and grace, because the only thing that we have in class is our playlist. And if we have technical issues, trust me, we are dying when that happens. And it has happened to me more than once, right? Where I'm like, oh, good grief, and it's the Wi-Fi. I've had situations where my music is playing and the class next door, their music is playing through my speaker. I can't hear my music. And it could be a challenge, because you've got a class going and now you've got to stop it because you've got technical problems. So give the instructor grace, because know that all they want to do is go back to normal, and they want to press play and keep going. Trust me, they just want it to go as much as you do, and they're doing the best that they can. I've had situations where my Wi-Fi went wiry, and I had to go get the manager of the gym to come and go in the class next door and have them change their channel. So, I had to leave, or sometimes I had really great students in my class, and they would go do that for me, because they could tell I was in a panic and there's nothing I could do about it. So please, give the instructor grace. Please understand, if you have a new instructor, be patient with them, because they're still learning. And as I said in my other podcast, your grace towards them will either make it or break it for them. And you just really don't know the power that you have. So if you could really show them love, because I don't know of any Zumba instructor who became a Zumba instructor who was not a participant in the class first. Most Zumba instructors were they were in the class, they loved it so much, they wanted to teach it because they wanted to do the same thing, help people and have fun and, throw a party in the gym, right? So please give them grace, because they are there for you. They were you once, and they're learning this side of the ropes, if you will. They're learning the instructor side. Also, I would say, please don't judge a Zumba instructor by their looks. Please don't. Just please don't, because it's just like judging a book by its cover. And I say this because it's something that's close to my heart, because, people have done that to me. They walked in the class and they don't see a young person up there, and they just do an about face and they leave. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry that you're leaving, but you're really going to miss a great class here. And, that I've done a lot of, practicing. I've put myself in environments to learn from the best, Beto Perez, and I, really try to bring my all to every class. And that is the feedback that I get from people. So if you walk in a class and you see a Zumba fitness instructor that you think physically might not be able to give you what you want, give the person a chance. And also understand that every playlist, starts with a warm-up. If you do it Beto style, you're going to have an 11-minute warm-up, which may seem like that could be 3 songs, and it may seem like, okay, I'm out because this person's just way too slow, but you have to warm up your body in order to go to dance at the level that we're going to dance at for the next, 49 minutes. So please give the Zumba instructor grace. Also, the Zumba instructor should make eye contact with you. I think I had mentioned this earlier, but we just want to make sure that you're okay. And so they're making eye contact with you and letting you know, I see you, you're doing awesome. I can't talk to you because I'm teaching this class, but I see you and you're awesome. And if you need help, I'm going to come up to you and help you. So also, at the end of the class, they should do a cool down. So just like I talked about the 11-minute warm up, you should come down slowly from the cardio version, so it could be interval training. And then you come down, maybe do a fitness song, and then you come down and do maybe a slow bachata, another salsa, something slow. And then you have a static stretch cool down where you're stretching your muscles. Please don't bounce out at the stretch, because that's really an important part of the class, because you've warmed up your muscle group for, 58 minutes at this point, maybe 57 minutes at this point. You're nice and warm. And if you could just hold those hamstring stretches, stretch out your body, it really helps with your mobility throughout your daily life. Because if you drop something on the floor, now you're able to bend over and pick it up easily because you've stretched out your muscles. They're not, your muscles, because they're not tight, and then you could pull something. So really there's long-term benefits to stretching out in the cool down. Please don't skip that part. Please don't. And, your Zumba fitness instructor should thank you for coming, and, welcome you to come back for more, answer any questions that you may have at the end of class. They should be open to feedback, and they should be open to connect with you, and they should most definitely thank you for coming. And, that's really summarizes it for me, everything that I wanted to tell you, because those are things that are really key in a Zumba fitness instructor. And it's what makes us maybe a little bit different from other fitness instructors, because I've taken a lot of classes in a lot of gyms. I've been in front of a lot of different fitness instructors. And the last thing I want to say before I close out is a Zumba fitness instructor, and I'm going to say this is my belief, my personal belief, that every fitness instructor should really understand why they're teaching the class. Because if you're teaching the class for your own workout, then you're really missing the power and the purpose of your blessing to be that fitness instructor, in my opinion. I never taught a Zumba fitness class ever for my benefit. I was always there for the class. I was the leader of the class for them to get the best workout they could in that classroom with that time with me. It was never my workout. It was never about me. And I have taken classes where the fitness instructor is about them, their workout. They're not concerned about your safety. They're concerned about how many more plates they're going to put on that rack, how much more tension they're going to put on that bike, or, whatever else it is that I've taken, that they are there for themselves and only for themselves, to do toning classes, and they're lifting the heaviest weight, and they're not worried about your form and your safety. A really good fitness instructor will put their own workout aside, because a Zumba fitness instructor is going to pause, right? We're going to walk around the classroom. We're going to connect with you dancing or doing step off the step or whatever it is. Aqua fitness instructor, they're not even in the pool with you, right? But they're looking for you to be safe and to have fun and get a good workout in. If they're consumed with their own workout, then they're focused on themselves and not you. And you can feel it. You can feel it and you know it. And again, you're going to pick the Zumba fitness instructor that is your flavor, the one that you connect with best. But look for these, little tidbits. I'm dropping little nuggets here for you to look at, but again, or look for, I should say. But again, it's going to be energy. You're going to connect with their energy, and you're going to love their music and, their personality. And that is what's going to keep you coming back. But I can say there's thousands of us out there that you're going to love. So keep trying them. Don't judge a book by its cover. Give them a chance, and especially give grace to the new people, because they're nervous, as with anyone who tries something new. They're going to be nervous. No one's perfect. If they mess up, just keep going. Just keep going. It's not a science, it's a party, all right? So if this inspired you today and, you enjoyed this podcast, please, comment and share it with someone else that you might find that they would find it beneficial as well. So again, I hope to see you in a Zumba class, and let this inspire you today.